dog since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Charles. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Makes his connection. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Caught by the receiver. Gain of 9. Good enough for a 1st down.
This crowd knows when to bring it. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Charles. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
First down here for the offense. Running back goes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Running it back, it's Williams.
The returner is tackled down at the 43. And the Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to
open runway ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
A big question mark for this offense coming.
In the end zone.
Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
and try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Charles. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 9, Arkansas 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff to the single running back. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and handle the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got his man to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
The give to the lone running back. Spins away. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that's exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
This is a design run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Slants are very tough to cut, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was. And right at the goal line.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got...
He's going for it all. And the pass is intercepted. At the 45 on his way. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Charles. He'll try to do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping him in the game early.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The option look. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Don't just get the ball. Score with the ball, and the defense did.
Number 26.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6.
That makes the score. Notre Dame.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. The 25. Send that offense back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighten it up here after the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're working that left side, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Wide out in motion. They'll go with a direct snap.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Pushes ahead. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Jackson will throw. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. He's no stranger to the end zone, his 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away in the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. The give from the gun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
To the air, it's Charles. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas 17, Notre Dame 16.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
On first down from their own 22. Using his feet. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Bring it up. Second down.
And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quickly out to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
To the air, it's Charles. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. looking to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
That keeps the score Arkansas 24.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick off.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Take over. First and 10.
Send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give as they work on that clock. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Got his man on the outside. And they're able to get him on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Snap it to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They're going to ride this running back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run to the right. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
I like aggressiveness. Listen, you go out and get those first downs, you salt the clock away, but when you choose to throw the football, it better be high percentage. It better be easy throws. It can't be a turnover. Now my defense has to come out, make this stop for me, and save the game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nerves of steel, right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? Or just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.